How's it going, everybody? My name is Evan.
And I'm Jonathan.
We're here to go over, some real estate things that some people might not know if they're not in the business. Maybe some terms, some acronyms that get thrown around a lot that maybe some people just don't know. I know we've been doing this a little while, so I know you probably came across some words or some things that you have to explain to some people that they might not kind of understand. You got any that kind of jump out at you off top?
Yeah, well, the most common one, especially in what we do, is as is. So as is essentially, basically, it's referring to conditions of the property, whatever conditions it may be in. When you say I'm selling the home as is, it means I'm not going to change anything about the conditions of the home. Sometimes when you see properties listed or you have properties that are for sale, there's people who say, well, I'll pay you this much, but I want this changed about it, or I want that painted this color, things like that. It's very common. But, as is referring to whatever conditions you may find the house in. That's the conditions that they're going to be selling it in. So no changes to be made. A lot of this is found on the MLS. Can you explain what MLS might mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, how could you not know, right, if you're in this business, right? Multiple listing service. So that's just where, as a realtor, you have access to put, the properties that you have under contract on, so that everyone else has that scope and they can kind of see what's available. And there's some things on there that some people might not know, some more acronyms like DOM, like days on market. How long the property has been there, because that could, tell some people things. That's why you don't just want to just throw out any kind of random number and then it's on the market for 100, 200, 300 days. Kind of, it's a perception thing. So that's kind of where, some kind of game and understanding of the market kind of comes into play.
There's a lot of times where people find that important, that piece of information. There's actually sometimes there's differences where you see ADOM, which means agent days on market. So essentially that means how many days this has been listed on the market or for sale publicly with a specific agent, right? So some people want to know that, or just in general, how long it's been on the market for sale. And the MLS ends up being basically the Walmart for houses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Online.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like Amazon for houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, and then there's also escrow holder or escrow hold.
Yeah. So that's farther along in the process. Once you're getting the deal done, money is held in escrow. So it's it's where the deposit goes. So it's a third party account. Where it's not like you're telling somebody to Zelle you, to your personal bank account. It's held in exactly usually with an attorney or a title company that they hold it. So they're just the third part kind of intermediary, and then just making sure everyone does what they're supposed to do, and then that's it. So it holds it there so to make sure no funny business is going to be happening.
Yeah, and usually those same attorneys or title companies pull what's called title searches or lien searches, which give you a little more insight on things you need to know about the home while you're in the process of purchasing. Lien search being, what liens or what announcements, I guess you could put it that way, are held on the property publicly, that where maybe they might owe money to a mortgage. A mortgage is considered a lien. Or maybe if you have solar panels and they put a lien on the home where a certain amount has to be paid off before the home closes or is sold. So those are lien searches that all gets pulled, or title searches, meaning, who are the actual owners of the home. Sometimes there's clouds on title, which mean there's something weird happening about the ownership of the property. So all these things are pulled and searched for in that process of buying the home. So yeah, a little bit of information in the process of buying a home, looking for a home to buy or sell as well. Something to know, in that process while you're in there.
Yeah. So these are just a few common things that I know some people might be a little intimidated by if they don't know, but they're pretty straightforward, and they're there. So if you have any more questions about the process, we're always available. So reach out to anybody here. We're glad to help and answer any questions we can.